Here's the first carry for Austin Ekeler. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Herbert will give this one to Ekeler. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A give, Ekeler running to the right. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. 63 yards. And the Chargers are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Clemens. Man open, that's Ja'Marr Chase complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Now Clemens. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Draw play. It's Ekeler. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Play action. It's Herbert. Going up top. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big game that time for the Chargers. Pretty good play by both the thrower and the catcher there, Charles. 3rd down. Showed a lot of trust in his receiver. And
what I liked about the play was his receiver's understanding that everything wasn't on time back in the pocket. Rhythm was off a little bit. He adjusted as well and gave them a chance to complete that play.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Herbert off of play action. Sliding out of the pocket. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
That's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
Try to punch it in with Eckler. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Chargers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for Miami.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And Stewart lost the football. It's loose. And picked up by the Chargers. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially to skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Justin Herbert looking to pass. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled him a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
An opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes. Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the 1st half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the 1st time this afternoon. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Clemens. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. Fielded at the 20. Touchdown, LA! Just a fantastic punt return of 80 yards.
And the Chargers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Escaping the pressure right. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he's going to get this inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Clemens. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Off the play fake. Clemens. Forced out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. From the gun on 3rd down. Clemens.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll try to pound it in with Andrews. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Dolphins are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. To try again after the sack. Herbert being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Dancing to his left. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On is the Chargers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Now this throw caught left side, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. 69 yards. And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Eckler going to get it again on second down.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 58 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what?
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Jalen Waddle.
39 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will tie our game here in the third. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. Steps away to his left, and he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On second down, Eckler.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
He sets to fire deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that high downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll run again here with Andrews. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
He's going to loft one deep left side here.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Jalen Waddle, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And That's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll run for it with Eckler. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. To throw on 2nd down. Clemens got a man open. It's Chase. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Clemens looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there's no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Here we go, a big play in a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. Back to throw. Clemens. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Dolphins are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 2nd down at 7. Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. Got room for Eckler. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. They're good at running the screen. Sometimes it's probably taken for granted, though. You need a good deal of deception in there, don't you?
You certainly do. And you know what else you need? The people who aren't involved in the deception to make sure they hold their blocks and someone doesn't flash too quickly in the face of the quarterback.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Herbert. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Herbert. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there for the Dolphins. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Now here's a throw that's complete.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Derwin James with a pick. A touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get...
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler. His 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the Dolphins are going to recover. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Off-play action. Clemens. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on. Every week in practice, usually on a Friday, they go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll buy some time right. He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Second down and 4. Herbert to throw. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 25. And the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game.
Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Chris Rumph.
The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Clemens, and it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And with that, our journey begins, Charles.